Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and do the first foldable, the 9 weeks. So if you could please take out the green paper. And on the green paper, you're going to want to hold it horizontally. And then you're going to fold it in half. Okay, make a good crease. And then you're going to turn it, and then you're going to fold it in half again. You can align the paper to make sure it's even. And then you're going to fold it in half again, like so. Okay, after you do that, you can open it, and then you should have 4 equal spaces. And then you're going to want to outline the creases. I like to do dashes because eventually we are going to cut these, so you can have 4 even flaps. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 4 different vocabulary words you're learning today. And we're learning about symbiosis, as you remember from the video. So in symbiosis is a relationship between 2 organisms, or 2 different species, I should say. And there's some type of interactions, whether both species benefit, or one species benefits and the other species harmed, or one species benefits and the other is not harmed nor helped. Okay, so I'm going to go over those. So they're always tested every year on the STAR test, and they are going to be on your practice test. So the first one I'll go over is mutualism. M-U-T-U-A-L-I-S-M. Okay, and mutualism, if you want to open your foldable, you can go ahead and outline the creases again. This time I do a solid line because this one we're not cutting. And so on the outside you put the term, and on the inside you put the definition, so you can study with these much more easily. Okay, so what mutualism is where one species benefits and the other species benefits. So both species benefit. Both species benefit. Okay, and you could just put both. I don't know why I put 1 and 1. Okay, so both species benefit. They both have to benefit in order for it to be mutualism. Kind of like on Facebook, where you have mutual friends. Both of you are benefiting from being friends with that person, so that's why they call it you have mutual friends. Those of you that still use Facebook. I know there's other stuff out there. Okay, back to the front. Next one I want to go over, and this is the hardest one that students have trouble remembering, and of course it's the one that's always tested, so please pay attention. Commensalism, C-O-M-M-E-N-S-A-L-I-S-M. So commensalism is where one species benefits and the other does not benefit, but is not harmed either. So he's not being hurt, So it's not considered commensalism or predation. One species is benefiting, but the other species is not helped, but he's not harmed. Okay? So an example of this is like the example they gave in the video, where maybe at one point we had a bug on us, but they didn't bite us or anything. They just were resting on us, or they were hitching a ride on us, and we didn't even realize it. So that would be commensalism. So the bug was able to rest and get a free ride, but you're not harmed. So that would be commensalism. So there was an interaction, but you didn't even realize that there was a bug there. So there wasn't any, and it didn't bite you or anything like that. So you weren't harmed. So that would be an example of commensalism. Okay? So if both species benefit, it's mutualism. If one species benefits, commensalism. And if one species harmed, it could be parasitism, parasitism, or it could be predation, predation. And in parasitism, the species is living on the organism, but it's slowly extracting nutrients or food or something, where the organism's not dying right away, but he's not being helped. So it's not mutualism, and he is being harmed. The other species is being harmed, he or she, and therefore it would be considered parasitism. So a good example of this would be like when a mosquito comes on you and it extracts your blood. That would be considered parasitism, because it's not killing you. It's not, you're not dying, but you are being harmed. Okay, and that would be considered parasitism. So one species benefits while the other species is harmed. But usually this parasite is living off of the other species, so they're not dying right away. Versus predation, where a predator eats its prey. So one species benefits, usually, well, obviously the predator, and then the other species is harmed. And it's usually by being eaten. And this happens all over in ecosystems, okay? That's nature, where one predator preys on the other. So a good example would be, a lion preying on a zebra, or an animal, a plant animal eating the plant. That would be considered predation. Okay, so these are the 4 vocabulary words you need to learn today. And go ahead and write your name on the back somewhere, because you are going to turn these in, and then we're going to glue them in our notebooks when we get our notebooks. Okay, thank you very much.